And we are live.
What it do? What it do? What it do? Y'all already know it's Monday and we lit.
Yes,
What up,
sir.
J Money? What up,
What
Jzabel?
it
The
do?
truth.
All is
What's up, Sid?
well.
Now, of course, your name being Jzabel the truth. This is a good week to jump into this. Pusher, please, telling the truth and not snitching. Are they all in one? Because this week was all about courts. All about courts. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I've been waiting to see what y'all think about this stuff, and everybody's been calling me and asking me what my thoughts about it is. But we had a lot of people going to court this week. I don't know if y'all know about the Kardashians and stuff like that. They had their court battles a couple while ago. Then we got the infamous one with Tory Lanez and Meg the Stallion. And then, of course, YSL, all the members seeming to be going to court last week. So let's jump into the biggest one, the biggest topic of them all. Snitch or not snitch? Gunna and other members of YSL that are taking pleas of pleading guilty, but also saying nothing. Is that the new wave? Are they?
I thought you could take a plea as long as you don't name nobody else, or implicate anybody else. I thought the whole thing about snitching is you're tattletelling to get yourself out of a situation, but you're implicating other people to get yourself out of that situation. So if you're just saying like, okay, I seen one post, one comment, they were like, oh well, he's denying the stuff in the car. Well, if me and you riding in a car and we get pulled over and the police is like, who drugs it is, I'm gonna say it ain't mine. I'm not saying it's yours, even though you're the only other person there, but I'm saying it ain't mine. But I'm not gonna not say nothing. Like it ain't mine.
It is possible that it could be someone else's not in the car.
Right. So I mean, in this situation it's kind of sticky. I did see one clip where they were asking him, he does understand that YSL is a gang or something like that, and I think he was like, yes, if I'm not mistaken. He was saying he was not a part of that gang, like basically confirming that it is a gang and he wasn't a part of it. But there's technicalities to the things that he was saying. However, for the most part, I mean, I don't know. If Thugger says he ain't snitch, then we got to take Thugger word for it, because like someone else said, we got to look at the bigger picture. Thugger rather have Gunna out here, you know what I'm saying, on the grounds doing what needs to be done, as opposed to locked up with him, especially if he knows that Gunna didn't do anything at all to be in that situation. So
yeah,
that's kind of deep.
I mean, I'm sure they're gonna find songs where they say they gang or something like that in them. I'm sure it's a difference. They said that they knew it was a gang, but it's not illegal to be in a gang. That was the words that one of the YSL members used.
Yeah, I don't know. That's kind of the rules of everything is changing now.
No, the rules haven't changed. 100%. The same rules. People are just bending them, right? Because if you are a conspiracy, if you are a part of something, you are still. Listen, the rule is plead the fifth. Y'all ever heard of plead the fifth? Don't say shit. Police ask, you don't know no names, you don't know nothing. So at the end of the day, I feel like if you do say anything upon any guidelines, even if it was a plea agreement, and I'm saying this because, yes, sometimes in plea agreements, they do have you say, I agree to this, or yes, I must agree to that as a part of your plea agreement. But at the end of the day, if you are taking heat off of you to lower your sentence or your case, and not exactly pointing the finger, but maybe pointing an elbow in the other direction, that's still snitching. It's still a little tattletale. You know what I'm saying? It's still, no matter how you try to put it, you know what I'm saying? Like what Tekashi 6ix9ine did was snitching. Even though we talked about this last week with T.I. saying that even though he talked about it, even though it was a dead person, that's still considered snitching. So in this situation, I don't know what else to call it.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's the sad thing about it is we have to go ahead and press the bell on it. It is certified snitching. It's snitching in the new realm, right? We're in a world now where everything is seen that we do, everything is recorded that we do. They knew that he wasn't a part of whatever it was 10 years ago and he's a new member. But I mean, come on. I remember the phrase being let the police do their job.
Let the police do their job. If you
But
give
who
the
wants
police
to sit?
listen, when they arrest you, they say anything.
That's the other side of the coin. I promise you, that's the other side of the coin. Who wants to sit and wait in jail? I ain't doing it. And if the only way to get out is to acknowledge that I with the shits, but didn't know that I was with the shits and did things, repped it, but didn't know I was repping it. All right, I'll take that beef. I'll take that on the chin. But sit down. How long did they sit down? What's it been? Almost 6-7 months now.
7 months.
But a part of his agreement is that he must give details pertaining if they need him to be a witness later.
So we need you to snitch later on, even if we're not going to have you snitching right now.
Yeah.
Hold on, I don't understand that part now.
I mean, if they call you and say, yo, bro, we need you in here, start telling what's good, it's automatically going down. They have to tell what's good. He has to get in there and give his knowledge, and he cannot plead the fifth. He cannot plead the fifth.
Yeah,
hold on, that's what it says?
Yeah,
I was trying to find a post. I know I sent it. But yes, he cannot plead the fifth.
So they let him out now. And if he has to go to court, if they call him back into court as a witness to testify in this trial, he cannot plead the fifth.
Nope, he has to testify truthfully to the questions asked.
Oh, so don't snitch now, snitch later kind of stuff.
It's just like agreeing to snitch anyway. But let's talk about, since we're talking about pleading the fifth. Oh, Chelsea, I don't know how you say her name because I ain't in girl fight business, but Megan Thee Stallion's friend,
Kelsey Harris.
Oh, yeah.
Kelsey, got on the stand and chose to plead the good old fifth. And of course,
now, she asked for what's it called? Immunity.
Immunity.
Yeah.
Now, I don't think that she wants immunity. The question in the headline said, "Did Kelsey shoot Meg?" I don't believe she shot Meg.
What do you think, J Money?
Now, I don't believe. What do you think?
No, so I've been watching the guy come out the court, and like what he's saying is that basically Tory Lane's attorneys and everybody is saying that somebody else could have pulled the trigger in the car and it wasn't necessarily him. You know what I'm saying? Like there were other people in the situation, and so that's why they brought them up to make a statement. And then she asked for immunity because she didn't want to incriminate herself in the situation by saying anything. So that's why there were parts where she pleaded the fifth and then parts where she was like, yeah, this and that happened. But at the end of the day, I don't know. I still don't know. Like, you know what I'm saying? I didn't see the final verdict, but it just sounds like a bunch of confusion. Because this happened, what, over a year ago?
Almost 2 years
like
ago.
It.
Well,
been a minute.
Following this case,
her foot is completely healed at this point. Yes.
Following this case, as far as I've been following it, not really closely at all. My conclusion, what I think may have happened, because with all the details that he said, now let's not forget that Megan, of course, nobody wants to talk about this. It all started over Tory, right? So they're saying that Tory outed Megan to Kelsey for sleeping with him behind her back. There was a fingernail found at the crime scene. Also, some jewelry, of course, and nobody's talking about this fight. They have not once mentioned whether there was a fight between the two women. It's a lot of deflecting going on. It's also noted that Kelsey is married to, I think, one of the members that's on 1501. One of the employees, I forgot what his position is. So a lot of people are spectating that maybe she's trying to throw the case off or, point Megan out to be a liar because they do have this upcoming case coming up with Carl, against Carl. So, there's just a lot of speculation, a lot of talk here and there. I'm not sure. I don't remember if Kylie has testified yet, and if she will, as to what happened before they left her house. What I will tell you is that, like he said, it's confusing as to how they all ended up together, because initially Meg and Kelsey left the party, and then Meg went back to get Tori, and he was, of course, doing whatever he was doing and didn't want to leave. And then when they got in the car, he outed her, and they started going back and forth. But nobody's saying whether these two girls fought, and that's what I'm more interested in knowing. Allegedly there was gun residue on Kelsey and Tori.
I mean, there's going to be gun residue on anybody if shots were fired and they're in the vicinity. So that's
how it just says Kelsey and Tori. I didn't hear about Meg or anybody else. However, also the DNA found on the gun was not Tori's, but did belong to a woman, and they're saying that Kelsey did not want her DNA tested or something like that. So I don't know if people are throwing stuff in there to kind of throw the story off, but it sounds like to me the two ladies probably got into it, was throwing down heavy, possibly. And then I think Tori was honestly trying to stop Kelsey.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie.
That's just what I think. That's what it's starting to look like. Like Tori got in I don't think attention. Like I don't think he shot at me, and that's just my opinion. I feel like Kelsey probably was heated because they're saying that Megan kept sleeping with guys behind her back, the guys that she would, pull. She would like she said, she had went away. She got sick from COVID, and it wasn't until she went away that Meg decided to sleep with Tori behind her back. So I think being a female, that kind of would really, really upset you. You're kind of like, I've had it happen to me before. Like you kind of look at the female like, dang, like your intention. Like one time you're like, oh, okay, maybe, but dang, like you just gonna keep on disrespecting me like this, And I think I don't know. It's just crazy. I hate that these ladies are going through this.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Why didn't Tori hire you? Tori should have hired you as his lawyer because now I'm definitely thinking Chelsea. I was thinking this. It's only one person that I was thinking shot in that car. And that's Megan herself. I thought she might have possibly shot herself in the foot. Put a little Plaxico on us. You know how that goes. It has happened. You know what I'm saying? Dumber things has happened where firearms are involved. But, it's definitely between one of the women. And I applaud Tori for not snitching because he could have easily have come out and said it was this person. But all he said is, I didn't shoot anybody. And, hey.
His album actually is really, really nice. Shout out to my homegirl Kay. She is the one when we was in Aruba. She played that whole thing. She was like, "Girl, listen to this," and he talks about it right here. She would stop and play it, and I was like, "Oh, okay." And that's how I kind of was like, I don't know.
I'm trying to hear this.
Yeah, I got the clip from the lawyer who came out the courtroom. Y'all heard that?
Yes. I've been watching him. He's
he's the most informational. You know what I'm saying? Like he gives me closure on what's happening because before that I had a misunderstanding or I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So he broke down like situation after situation when they take a recess, when they say, you know what I'm saying, whatever's going on. I've been catching the end of it from him. So that's been the most information I've been getting on that case.
Yeah. I've pretty much seen all of his clips as well. Now we're just pretty much waiting on Tory to testify. Oh, the security guard is MIA. Did you guys hear that?
Man, this is a straight movie. I told somebody this is a movie. This is a straight movie. He took the money and ran, or either he's somewhere swimming with the fishes like they do in the movies. But this is a movie.
Yeah. This is pretty crazy.
Like, look, this is more entertaining than her album. Can we all agree on that?
I haven't even heard the album.
What?
I like the album.
I probably heard songs from Meg.
I like one song on that jump, Pressurelicious.
I haven't heard.
I like two songs, Pressurelicious and NBA. That's it. After that,
I haven't heard the whole album.
The rest of the album is just Megan being Megan.
I mean, it sounds pretty good to me. I just feel like it's just sad that the ladies are at it like this, and I mean,
well, you know what's really sad? What did we learn about the court system this week? These people got a little bit of money, but when you got Mayweather money, your daughter gets 6 years probation for stabbing a woman. Now, what do y'all think about that? Yaya Mayweather will only get 6 years probation. Money talks was the headline.
Is this her first charge?
This is a first charge.
Well, that's reasonable. Everybody gets probation on their first charge.
Not Remy Ma.
That's bull.
I gotta look more into that one because she probably did have previous,
Well, yeah, she definitely stabbed the woman because what reason we don't know, a real legitimate reason, but the woman was stabbed.
She actually shot her. You talking about Remy?
Well, I'm talking about Yaya.
Oh yeah, that's pretty crazy. Yeah, I actually know a female that stabbed her baby daddy.
Do tell, what happened to her? Did she do
stabbed another woman over her baby daddy?
Did she do some time? No time? Wow.
But sometimes there's a rage that some people just can't control. I think we've all been there. I don't know. I don't feel like her sentence is unfair. I feel like it's her first charge. Okay.
Yeah, and then we chances are she won't stab another person.
And it was a non-threatening slice.
A non-threatening slice. No. It was a stab.
I don't even know what the fuck that means. A non-threatening slice. You need to be somebody's lawyer. These words that you're using are freaking.
I'm trying to tell you, man.
A non-threatening slice. You act like you can just cut people in certain places and it'd be okay.
I'm trying.
Did the girl die? No, she didn't lose that much blood. It was just a little prick. That's all it was.
That much blood. It was a little finger stick.
If she
didn't finish the job. She didn't finish the job. She got 6 years of probation for being a failure.
No.
The murder is a failure.
No. She wasn't supposed to do that at all. And it's kind of messed up. It's messed up that the young lady had to go through that only for him to be with other. I mean, come on now. Imagine stabbing a woman over a guy and he just starts messing with other multiple women. Sounds familiar.
Ballin'.
Sounds very familiar. While we're talking about that, let's go ahead and get into.
That's what's going to happen.
Did Young Miami take an L, or is this still a W for the City Girls?
I mean, if she's still getting gifts, it's still a W because she ain't in a solidified relationship. They haven't been public saying they're in a relationship. So, and the way my wife put it, she said, grown-ups don't have to stamp a relationship. They can just do whatever they want to do until they marry. And I guess that's the new wave. That's the new wave. Yeah. So it's a win for Diddy. A win for Diddy, a W for Carisha, Young Miami, because
J Money
still getting gifts.
Wait, I'm listening to this new wave. I'm sorry, I'm just taking this in.
I'm like,
well, apparently, J Money, if you with a woman, you don't have to. It's not boyfriend or girlfriends or like that. You don't have to say that nowadays. It's just about what happens, and then if the next step gets taken, the next step gets taken. If not, it doesn't matter because you're grown and you're single.
Is this like for this season, or this is just what it is now?
I don't. I've been out the game almost 20 something years now. Haven't been on the market, so I don't know what's going on.
It's called toxicity, and no
No
wonder
one's claiming nobody, right? No one's claiming anybody.
it's not. See, for me, it's not even like none of that is the issue. Like, it's cool to do what you want to do. However, there's no money in the world that can really heal your heart from certain types of embarrassment. Yes, you gotta win, you got some money, but you're also like, a lot of people are saying, oh, she don't feel nothing, oh, she's good, oh, she's that, oh, she's good. I mean, but was she not the same one like overly showing their relationship, kind of like impress and like kind of like giving you the idea that they are or could be an item, to the point that he had to clarify that they were just doing them? Did she not joke about having twins with him and then just shame another woman for wanting the same thing? It's kind of like, and as a female, I feel like a lot of women have a handle on their emotions, right? But where does she go from here?
Where did you get that?
What do you mean? Most women have a handle on their emotions?
Yeah.
A lot of women have a handle on their emotions sometimes. I mean, some don't. Some really are heartless and, they don't feel anything. But at the same time, it's like,
most.
You don't want, who wants the internet to be like, oh, you stupid, all day? The girl was going literally going back and forth with people all day, and that showed me that she was bothered, because if she wasn't bothered, she would have just ignored everything. But she had to clarify. And even in a recent post, she was just like, somebody had tagged her, she was just like, oh, in a new post of him kissing a new girl, and it's like, she was just like, oh, well, he does him and I do me. But she doesn't do her, though.
Right, she might do her privately because she's not going to embarrass Diddy, because Diddy the billionaire.
Right, but he didn't care to embarrass her. Is what everybody is all up in arms about. Like, dang, girl, like, you could have kept y'all whole thing on a low, like, and nobody would know whether you're being embarrassed now or not. But not only did you blow up y'all situation and try to make it look like more than what it was, you also went at other ladies that he previously was dealing with, as if you were the chosen one. So it's kind of messed up. I think the one thing that I did not like that Young Miami did was her racial undertones for the Asian girl, Gina. And Gina's meme actually lives in my head. She was like arguing me over a ninja that got another broad pregnant, you stupid bitch. Like, and Miami made all kinds of like racial, jokes towards her. But what's funny is Diddy just had a baby with the Asian. So do you feel the same way about his kid that's about to come out? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was kind of distasteful to me. There were other digs. If Gina would have came back out and told her to take out the Asian hair, everybody would have been like, oh, Gina's a racist, So I just feel like when we're insulting other races, like, just keep it surface level. Don't dig into the racial stuff, because only dish what you could take. And I want to say, as far as Young Miami, where does she go from here? Because honestly, what else does Diddy have to gain from talking to her? She's already kind of made him more relevant to the younger girls, and now he's just doing his thing. So where does she go from here? Kanye. Jay-Z's married.
Why Kanye? Nah, Kanye said in his song, "When I get on, leave the ass for a white girl." So that Kanye ain't gonna work. He on. But
Where does
to
she
be
go from
fair,
here?
she doesn't have to go anywhere. She can go to a regular dude if she wants to settle down, or she can literally ride this out with Diddy. He's not going anywhere. He's over 50. He'll be around spending up his bag on her. And she can, like she said, do hers. So she's winning. She doesn't have the demands, the stress, the pressures.
Or she could talk to J Money. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, listen, JmoneyGibbs, I'm gonna tell you like this. You don't want to be the guy that has to be the rebound chick of a Diddy chick. You don't want to be bounce back because, I mean, bro, if you're not willing to sit on the front row at the game, I mean, well, they probably sit in the skybox now, right? It's going to be that's what Diddy does. If you're not willing to buy her a Porsche, you have to be willing to watch her driving the Porsche truck that Diddy bought her, and it'll kind of be weird. You'd be looking like that guy that actually already talked to her, who is like, "Why are you in Diddy's truck, bro? Diddy bought her that truck." So it's like, I don't care if Diddy bought her that truck. I'm not in that truck. I got my own one. I bought one myself. It is like you have to match things. So you kind of just like have to let her be off the market. She's in the billionaire realm now. So it's fine like a white guy. She got to get a white guy or somebody that does oil overseas. She'll probably, from here, I see.
She might as well go with Elon Musk.
I mean, like I said, all I'm saying is she could have just kept quiet, saved herself the embarrassment, and still been riding Diddy's wave without nobody even, having to go back and forth online. I don't think she should leave him alone because really, honestly, if she's cool with it, I love it,
But really, are we in the world where we don't go back and forth online after we get a tag?
I mean, it's not even that. I mean, it's not even that. It's the whole thing that she did. The whole charades. You know what? I'm tired of these fake ass agreement relationships. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what it was, especially being as though Diddy was just chopping it up with P the other day. It's kind of like you kind of wonder, like, okay, was this really just a business ordeal and the 2 years are up? Same thing with Lori Harvey and Michael B. Jordan. 2 years is up. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes it's a little like I guess people be looking a little bit more deeper into it than what it is, but it not like I don't really. It just seems like she overdid herself, and she could have just been cool about it and still saved herself the embarrassment. Yes, yes, she got Diddy. Yes, all of that, but at the same time, like they said, city girls need a new leader. Like they where Lori Harvey at?
So I just had to sanitize my hands because we playing dirty today.
I'm just saying.
Let's just be real though. Let's just be real. That's the queen bee move now because that's what today's women are about. Get in, get as much as you can, get out to the next one. Get as much as you can, get out until you get as much as you can. I mean, honestly, did you see that podcast where the women were sitting around talking about how they want money over love? They don't want love anymore. They're done. They choose Instagram over love.
I mean, I could relate to that.
I mean, as a modern day woman, it's good to hear you say that.
I mean, I could relate to that in a certain aspect. Like, okay, some women have been okay, but once you get all right, it's difficult because some people really, really, really just thrive off of money, right? Some people even been around money, grew up in money, still thrive off of money. But then you got some people that once you've gotten all the money, you know, you still feel like something's missing. So I feel like a lot of women feel like that now because they're young, they still have their youth, they're vibrant. But let's say you get diagnosed with cancer or you have some type of detrimental health issue and you don't, I mean, like, who's gonna, you know, like your partner, you know what I'm saying, like your kids trying to live their lives, who's gonna take care of you, you know what I'm saying, at that point, who's gonna love you? I think a lot of people don't think about, they think about today and 10 years out. They don't think about when they're older. I asked a guy this recently. He was like, yeah, nah, I don't want no kids. I don't never want to get married and all this other stuff. And he in his 40s. And I was like, so who's going to change your shit bag? He was like, well, all the family members that I didn't help. I said, but they going to be taking care of their own. They got their own shit to take care of.
He hurt. That man is hurt. That man walking around this world in pain.
So people don't think about tomorrow. I used to be like that. I used to always think about money until you deal with somebody that have money. And people with money have a different type of arrogance. Like dating a Diddy on a small level, like that shit is annoying. And simply because they have money, they can do whatever they want. And either you're going to get with the program because they have money, or you're going to go really find true happiness. And I've personally experienced that at a young age, at 19. You know what I'm saying? So because of that, I learned like, okay, yeah, money cool and everything, but you know what I'm saying? Ultimately, at the end of the day, money really don't buy happiness. That's why you have rich people committing suicide. So I'm just
facts. But you know, like to a point that you said, money, men with money, right? If they date a woman, the biggest fear that a man with money or broke man has to acquire is whatever level you bring your girl to, it's her choice. If after you, she's goes back underneath of that level. 9 times out of 10, if y'all are not together no more, you've already introduced her to a lifestyle and a group of setting to where she can move laterally at that point. It doesn't matter. You've taken her to parties. You've showed her off. You've showed your social club what she looks like as a diamond, what she looks like as $1 million. And the guys with $1 million are going to make sure that she continues to look like that. So that's why it's easy to just laterally. Mind you, think about it. This survey was done with women that's like 18 to like 25.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense.
The biggest artist in the world, right? Whoever is deemed the biggest artist of male, the biggest artist of female, kind of usually molds how our world kind of thinks a little bit. That's why it's like music runs the world.
Mm-hmm.
It's like when people say Jay-Z is the GOAT, you understand anybody that says Jay-Z is the GOAT has a mindset of getting money or like hustling, trying to figure it out. Like no matter what, they're gonna make it happen. Nobody gonna tell them no. You know, then you make like depend on who else name, whatever they name, you're gonna find out who that person is and what their mentality is. So imagine right now, like we ain't got no Lauryn Hills no more.
We got Cardi B though, and she's married.
We got
Cardi B, and Cardi B is married. We got Nicki Minaj, and Nicki Minaj is now married. We got Remy Ma, and Remy Ma is married. Then we got we got Megan. Then we got Lotto. Then we got Ruby Rose. You know what I'm saying? Like,
are they good representations though?
No.
I'm just saying, but
don't know, man. Listen,
every man may over love.
Every man may like to be with a Cardi B, be with or any one of them that you name, but not the way that they are. Most men can't handle that. That's why Offset ended up in so many predicaments that he ended up in. But you know what? That's like one of those other type of shows.
Let me just say, I was just shocked that you said that. I ain't got no rebuttal. I'm just over here like, did he really just say that? Okay.
Let me just say two things, right? And I'm getting this is from an old school Martin Lawrence stand-up. But it's crazy if somebody's like, oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? I fell in love with this person. And coming into the relationship, I got $4 billion, right? And then coming to this relationship, all she got is a bag. So then when they get in this relationship, they're like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I want my world to be a part of your world and your world to be a part of my world. But I'm going to need you to sign this prenup because if your world happens to fuck up my world, I don't want shit to do with your world. Does this person deserve to take half of the $4 million that I got? Or do they need to leave with the bag that they came in with?
That
you know what I'm saying?
Like it depends on how long. Yeah, it depends on how long they're with you and the type of work they put in. Because sometimes it's not about the bag, right? It's about the motivation and the inspiration to keep you getting the bag. Because at the end of the day, I tell everybody, if we don't have to look at the Bible and believe in the Bible and trust in the Bible. We don't got to. You could be one of those people that walk around, I'm an atheist, blah, 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 BS, right? But at the end of the day, the laws of it still acquire. Adam, once he was done his works, he realized I need companionship. I don't need you to help me work. I don't need you to help me do all this, but I need you to make me feel good and confirm that I'm making the right decisions in this. Not my daggone homeboys. So if you could put in years and be right there by my side and do whatever needs to be done, watch the kids, watch the house, hold shit down for years and years and years, then yeah, you deserve half. Because at the end of the day, you did your half of the deal to make sure I get what I need to get. And at the end of the day, once I give you your half, I'm going to have to find someone else or use what I've learned to get the other half back. Because that half isn't about, it's like a retirement fund. If you work 30 years in a job, 20 years in a job, you should leave with some type of retirement plan. Mm-hmm. And that goes for men and women, because you got to understand, shoot, women are becoming billionaires too. Women are making millions.
That's where I'm going to stop. I'm going to cut you off right here because you know what I was thinking about the other day? I was like, Jill Scott, Mary J. Blige, and Wendy Williams.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm trying to think who else.
Kelly Clarkson, Halle Berry. You talking about women that had to pay their mans off afterwards?
I'm talking about those three though. Those three, because those are the three that are really like in my that I really am passionate about. Those three women are the reason why I believe that it's nothing wrong with having expectations when it comes to dating and who you're going to tie the knot with. Because I don't feel like those men should get half of everything. Or should be paid the alimony that they're being paid. Now, that's just my personal experience. That's just my personal opinion. However, when you break it down the way that you break it down, okay, I see why they got it. But I still...
At the end of the day, listen,
I can never...
It's a sacrifice that both parties make when one party says, I want to be the star. I want to be a star. There's a commitment that's the other party is going to have to make, whoever it be. Mm-hmm. And I think in Mary J. Blige's situation, he was acting like her manager. Mm-hmm. Like, so whatever he was doing.
And Jill Scott, I think.
Yeah, so whatever they were doing completely stopped because they were now employees in a way. So that's not only their livelihood, but it's also their after work livelihood, their life.
Isn't that what a marriage is? You sign all these papers. You're signing up like you're signing up for a damn job. All the papers you got to sign and documents you got to fill out and have this signed by the court and this and that. You are. That's what it is. That's what that relationship has turned into, an employment opportunity. If you're not looking at it as this is a job, then I don't know. Because if you're not looking like, oh, okay, this person needs to be financially stable or emotionally stable, environmentally stable, occupationally stable, then what type of relationship are y'all about to have?
I mean, like all of those things do not matter, right? Because it's like when you meet people that are very young and in love and say, oh, we were young, we got together, we in love, blah, 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 let's do it. Boom. You meet people very old, right? And they're like, we're in love, let's do it. But they don't even wait. They just do it. Boom. Right? It's only people in the middle
that worry
that put those stipulations on. The guidelines of it have been, to me, never going to change, right? And anybody that doesn't understand that in the beginning and the end is all that matters. The journey, you have to say, I'm willing to be in the middle, or whatever go down the whole time. Like, I'm in the middle. Whatever happens, happens. I'm worried about making it to the end and being in the beginning. Like, too many people are thinking like, oh, what if I gotta make sure I'm gonna be this first.
That's really, really true what you said though. Because when I do think about relationships and stuff like that, older people, they'll meet today. Like I forgot what show I was watching. Chicago Med. And they met at a cancer unit, and like the guy had a death scare, and as soon as he came out of his little hospital, they got married. They not even 2-3 months, and I'm like, old people move fast as hell.
Girl, let me tell you this. My grandmother is about to get married in March.
Oh wow! Congratulations.
Congratulations is right. And what? Like some old dude just moved in their building and they walking in and see each other a few months ago and it's love at first sight. They in their damn near 70s.
I mean,
and now they ready. They're ready to get married. So I'm pretty confident that, who knows what type of bag they're thinking about, right? They're thinking like, oh, this is amazing. I've never felt this way before. Like,
wait.
I ain't gonna lie, man. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I've been married a long time, but I see a lot of things in today's society that really, even with the Meg and her friend going through what they going through, to me, that's like today's typical women thing. Like, that's what we see, what we hear all the time now. It's wild.
Yeah.
So I know Mary J. Blige and Jill Scott didn't do these things, but that's how it is to be the boss. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is to be the boss.
Let's see. I don't know. That's scary. And not to say this in a mean way to guys that's really ambitious and potential but ain't reached their potential yet. I feel like, and it's messed up because I'm one-sided like that. I feel like a man should meet a woman wherever she's at. However, a woman, because she's a woman, don't need to do the same. Like, it's messed up that I think this way, but I just don't think men and women are equal. So I feel like, ladies, like, and there's a lot of guys plotting now, like, because of this Wendy Williams and Mary J. Blige and Jill Scott situation, that there's a lot of guys that come in and they're like, yeah, no problem. I'll do this for you. I'll do that. Yeah, marry me. And then you get married and then they start cheating on you and then you get mad and then they divorce you and take half of your money. It's like a trend now.
I mean, like, honestly, like, that's the rules of engagement and learning and figuring out. You know what I'm saying? And that's a relationship show. But to be all honesty, you know what I'm saying? Like if you're working for a person and you're got their back, and in this music industry and entertainment industry, 9 times out of 10, when you ask like, are people faking relationships for social media? The people with the relationships make the more money. The higher your status, i.e., marriage, is not a doubt in my mind that that's why Cardi B is where she is. That's why little Nicki Minaj rushed to get married. She didn't even really background check and fact check where she married, right? But she needed to marry somebody that didn't have as much status as her or on the same level as her because of her own way of moving, right? I mean, she could have easily married another artist in the game. She was with Meek. You know, she could have easily had a nice celebrity relationship that would have catapulted her onto Cardi's level. But look what happened to Jay-Z once he married Beyonce. I keep telling everybody this. Look what happened to Kanye once he married Kim. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he went from a couple of weeks before he got married or so, he was all like, I'm in debt, 56 million. I owe people 56 million. I don't know what to do. Getting married 3 months later is like Kanye West makes $1 billion. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, but look how much his wife is taking now.
I mean, but that's for the kids to continue what they already have going anyway. So what does it matter when you worth whatever, right? At the end of the day, that's money you was going to pay. That's really less money that you was going to pay if you were still with them anyway. So the reality of it is, bruh, what do you do? I know for a fact, you know, so like, there was a club that I was actually promoting at, you know what I'm saying? And I was doing like a Monday, and one day I was talking to the owner, and I was like, the wife, and he's like, you're married? And I was like, yeah, I'm married. And he's like, oh, how long you been married? And I told him, and he's like, bro, you want to do Fridays and Saturdays? you know what I'm saying? It's like when people understand you married, they assume, or definitely in a relationship, they assume you got better hold on commitment and, you know, holding stuff down. Most people frown upon cheating. You know, so the industry ain't no different.
Yeah, I don't think so, because Derek Jackson still got his followers. Now he's one cheating.
I still don't know who this dude is.
Me either, really. I just know the story.
I do like I sit back and I watch YouTube, but some of these people be having. My daughter turned on some of the most wildest YouTube channels, man. And some of these people, real life, just be doing anything on YouTube all day.
Yeah.
I don't be knowing who have these people out. Y'all see the guys say YouTubers and streamers have a bigger following and fan base than today's rappers.
Yes. Mm-hmm. It's irritatingly true.
It is irritatingly true. I mean, I think it's why they said some of our rappers have transitioned on over to just streaming. It's a lot safer. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I don't know if I could become a total YouTuber. But I would like to try it and do like a reality show on YouTube.
There's so many ways that you can. And you just have to be consistent. And that's what I realized, because a lot of these things that these kids watch are the stupidest things ever. They're watching other people play video games and yelling at the video games. They're watching other people chew. It's like the dumbest shit I've ever seen. I swear, the stupidest shit I've ever seen. They would have this other one where you watch the person blink when they throw stuff at their face. You watch them blink in slow motion. It's the stupidest shit ever.
Bruh.
The dumbest shit.
YouTube is an amazing place.
It fucks me up because I just got like 1,000 subscribers. These motherfuckers have millions of subscribers to their fucking channel.
I mean, like, unless you are NBA Youngboy, I'm wondering like how rappers are doing it on YouTube without like dances and stuff like that.
Well, their name alone, their name alone is going, like your name alone is going to draw people to the page. Then you just have to keep their attention. But let's not stray too far away from Mr. Derek Jackson. So Derek Jackson is a relationship guru. He made his money pretty much on empowering women and all types of stuff. You know, like he's handsome. For what it's worth, got a nice body, so he used that to the advantage, put off this image. A lot of people thought he was single, until they found out he had a daughter and he wasn't married to his child's mother. So, you know, the single women that followed him was like, you're telling us we're supposed to be treated like queens. However, you have a queen over there that you're not married to. So, of course, they got married, and it kind of, like you said, it boosted his fan base or whatever, because now people really believed the stuff that he was talking about. Well, he got caught cheating a couple of times, and his wife came out, and they did like this kind of remember the lady with the bonnet? You remember?
Yep. I remember bonnet lady.
Yeah, so they came out and did that, and you know, now he's divorcing her. And he recently was out with another chick before he announced the divorce. So I don't know, it's just really unfortunate because the lady had cursed, like literally put a death curse on people that was speaking bad about them.
Yeah.
She wished that they had women become widowers and their childs become bastards or whatever she said.
Right.
And karma's a bitch.
Yeah. I'm reading his last post. I went to his page to see this guy, and this is touching. This is really sad that we care about this in today's world. I mean this man
on a front.
Why? That's because social media makes people put everybody on social media is putting on a front.
I just learned that this year, and I'm still like, I can't get the hang of it. Like, I'm trying to get in the widths of it, but I don't know how. I never was able. I mean, I used to. Did I play make believe as a kid? I don't know.
Picture this though. Picture this though. He could still be a relationship guru, right? And everything that he's learning is confirming that maybe it just not gonna work with him and his wife, and he doesn't want to try it because he has other suitors. Most men don't leave until they're ready. Who filed for the divorce is going to be an interesting thing when you find that out.
Him.
But yeah, man, it's amazing that Derek Jackson is even relevant. He has 1.3 million followers. What the heck?
I'm glad you just said that, because I thought about that the other day, and when I was thinking about her, I was like, damn, like, for a man to leave you, like, I don't know, like, I would be dead, like, because men don't really leave like that. Like, they'll cheat on you, but they'll stick around. Like, when a man passes things and go, I'm not laughing, God, don't let this come out.
When a man packs things and go, he the found one for sure.
I mean, either that or he just could not put up with you at all. Like, he just did not want nothing else to do with you.
Somebody else to offer that man a nice warm bed. If he leave, if he roll out, he got a nice bed.
But he got a nice bed at home. That's what I'm saying.
It ain't a nice bed at home if you ain't rolling over in the middle of the night and waking up good in the morning. It ain't a nice bed. It's just a bed with two people in it. A nice bed. A nice bed gets used. And that bed ain't being used. He gonna go to a bed that's being used. I mean, that's just it's just the fall of the con.
I mean, but like realistically,
she came on the air with a bonnet on. That let you know where they was at.
I was like, yeah, for a man to like really pack his things and go, it's got it. Like, same thing with Gary Owens. Like, when Gary Owens divorced his wife, like, I was like, damn, like, he really loved, like, what did you like? And it kind of makes me feel like, well, what I'm not gonna say what did you do, but like, because men don't leave. They cheat, but they don't leave.
Yeah.
So,
and I ain't gonna lie, like ladies, I know that this is gonna sound trifling, especially when we being married. And I hope I don't get in trouble for this. But like a man cheating is like a sign of saying something ain't right at home. Like something ain't good.
I mean, it is. I
And he ain't
believe
gonna leave until somebody else show him that another home is a way better option. And that's several times of just whatever, So
well, thank you for that advice.
but hey.
Damn, I totally agree. I totally agree with you there. And cheating is just cheating. I think is defined by the couple. What do you think? Do you think cheating is standard across the board,
I feel
or
like
is it defined by each couple?
the only way you can cheat on a person is if you're married. My opinion.
But what is
Cheating? Of course, and cheating is standard all the way across the board. It's not defined by the couple.
You know what? Your answer doesn't count because you're on air.
Nah, listen though, but it doesn't. But really, there are so many couples that bend the rules to make it work, right? But at the end of the day, we all know the end game is what we talk about. You ain't gonna hear no couple that's been together 50 years say, "Oh yeah, we just been cheating on each other, staying cool, staying calm. We ain't never been," like come on. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of fresh couples you see them trying to make it or whatever, and you hear whispers, "Oh, they open," but then you see what happens later down the road. It's like we didn't work. It's not going. It's unreconcilable, whatever. Blah blah blah. Because at the end of the day, once you open any doors in any situation, especially with cheating, any door you open, you're liable for anything to run up in there. So it's standard all the way across the board.
So you don't believe in polyamorous or polyamorous relationships?
Nah. I be watching them shows on Netflix, young, and I be thinking to myself, what is happening right now? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
You don't think it'll work? You don't think those are? I mean, because there are a few successful relationships, I guess.
No, it ain't. None of them successful. None of them are successful. Because the one thing that everybody yearns for is solo, and individual love.
Are you talking about this sister wife shit when the motherfuckers be having like the extra wife and shit?
Yes.
Oh yeah. I seen some of that shit work.
Bruh, you seen it work for a little while.
No, I mean, just from what I've seen, it looked like that shit worked. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit look very presentable.
I'm sure. Like, listen. It's new, right? It's new. It's accepted. People are not being held to what we used to call bigotry. You know what I'm saying? People are now just free to do whatever they want. So of course people are trying it.
But it's not new because Muslim cultures do it. Cultures do it around the world. It's just not American culture. And American culture in general, because I know in Christian culture around the world, they don't do that. But it's nothing new. People are just exercising other cultures to make them feel better about themselves, I guess. I don't know.
You do know that the cultures that you referred to, why it doesn't work, why it would never work in American culture, right?
No, hold on, wait. You confused me.
So the Muslim culture and the way that their women are is not American women culture. Mm-hmm. So that's why that can't work in America.
Oh, okay, I get you.
I mean, like, at the end of the day, American women have to know that they're that number, and it's only one number that matters to them, and it's called number one.
No, it's not number one, the one. It doesn't need to be any other. It's going to be the one.
The one. That's right.
Uno. You know it. You're right. So listen. Every man that's in that situation will only be in that situation until he can no longer provide whatever is needed. And I believe that any woman is in that situation is only in that situation until she finds what she needs.
Speaking of which, we're just rolling into these joints. Nick Cannon starts to feel guilty because he is not able to spend all his time with his kids. And Lord Duval had made a funny comment on the page, and Nick Cannon kind of took it to heart and called him out, basically like, you want to talk in person. Well, he said after his son Zen passed, that he started to feel, like he starts to feel guilty because he spread really, really thin. And basically Duval was like, it took you 12 for you to get the kid number 12 to realize this or whatever. And I mean, Nick Cannon wasn't happy about it, but he was promoting it as if it was going to be so easy. So when you talk about juggling multiple households with multiple wives, or just one household with multiple wives, imagine different.
That's the reason Nick Cannon works the way he works. One, because he has money to accommodate for these women, these kids, in these situations. Yeah, you got to understand that if you're working this much, you're not going to have time. You got to realize he's traveling from California to New York, or New York to Atlanta every single day doing Wild 'N Out. He also works at the Universal office. He also, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's always working. He also has 2 talk shows, you know what I'm saying, that people not even realize. They think the only thing Nick Cannon is doing is Wild 'N Out. Nah, he's doing all of these things, and I understand.
So when he misses his kids' basketball games, first coming out, all of that is just okay, because
I didn't say it was okay, but I feel like he made this choice. He knew what he was doing when he skeeted up in them. Like, you know what I'm saying? When they got pregnant, he had 9 months to figure out, what the hell am I going to do? And during those 9 months, he figured out, I'm going to work more because I need to be able to accommodate financially for this kid and this woman. So he can't blame anybody else but himself for the amount of pressure, the amount of work, and the amount of things he put on himself. Yes, I do understand that it probably did hit him heavy after, you know what I'm saying, one of his kids died. Like, damn, I really was not there. Because if you don't realize, a lot of these artists, they go on tour and they tour for 6 months. The other 6 months, they're spending time with their family. Other artists, they say, you know what, I'm taking a break because I really want to spend this time with my family. Kevin Hart, he does his tours, and he might go on tour for 18 months. And then he'll say, you know what? This next 18 months, I'm not doing nothing. I'm not doing no movies. I'm not doing nothing right now because I want to spend this time with my family.
I'm not going to lie to you, though. I'm here to tell Nick Cannon, chin up, pal, because this is the best career that you've had. This is better than your music career. You are the man of TV. Cheer up. Your kids are going to appreciate you later. Keep on providing financially for them, because there's a lot of men out here, excuse my French, that spend a lot of time with their kids and can't provide nothing for them, and it looks bad.
I'm sorry. That wasn't funny.
So look at it. Because what you're doing is you are spreading your seed around this world, and your legacy live on. And the problem that Nick Cannon is having is he didn't take the time to solidify this. I mean, why couldn't you just find one woman that had 12 kids with?
Right.
Oh my gosh.
Because he's a gigolo.
Or two.
Lots of hoes.
I'm gonna be laughing all night.
No,
for real. A lot of time with their kids and nothing.
For real. There's a lot of fathers that got too much time with their kids and can't do nothing for these world. So he got to be good. He got to feel good about himself. Get out there and get it, Nick. Get out there and get it. All your kids, you got enough money when you off. You can fly them all in to spend that day, that weekend with you. You have enough money that when they have something and you can make it, you can fly on over.
Okay.
You have enough money to get them all nice pads, and their mamas, nice pads, since you got this relationship with them all. They can all move and relocate a little closer to you. It's a lot of money that you have.
I don't understand why they not all living in one big house anyway.
Well, shit, that's that question, y'all. Because could you imagine if he got 5 baby mothers, that's a 7-bedroom house. He get a 7-bedroom house, 8-bedroom house. Let's say it like that.
He get a 10-bedroom house.
Okay, 10-bedroom house, 12 bathrooms, and he'll be able to just creep in every room, every night or whatever, and do what he want to do.
And all the kids get to grow up together.
Yeah, all the kids get to grow up together.
What's wrong with that? I don't understand why that's not. If everybody's okay with having his baby, and if like they claim everybody's okay with the situation except for Mariah, why isn't everybody in the same household raising their kids as a family?
I think that we I think that we're a little misguided about how much money Nick Cannon has. These women probably all live in like townhouses. What? I'm just saying.
They got condos, man.
I'm just saying they ain't got no these. He ain't having babies with women that got mansions and whatnot. He probably getting them their first Benz. So let's just keep it a wow. I heard most of these women. I don't know about his women count, but I heard most of them was like his wilding out girls, his employees.
I heard there was 8 wilding out girls.
That's not cool.
So at the end of the day, you know how much they probably pay them a show.
Them bitches probably was like, yeah, I'm gonna get this bonus and have this baby.
You hear me? You hear me? So yeah, that's why he works so much. Because I mean, look, the kings in Africa, they be having a whole lot of kids. Mm-hmm. I know some people that ain't never been a celebrity, got like 9, 10 kids. Mm-hmm. Ain't never been a celebrity. How many kids Boosie had? What was that one artist that one guy that wanted to show on
Shawty Low.
Yeah, Shawty Low had a lot of kids.
Rest in peace, Shawty Low.
Yeah. Hello.
Oh.
So
Paper.
the Canada know what's up. The Canada know what's up. He going around. He said that he made a comment that they all needed comforting, so he should have just focused that. Hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. So I ain't gonna hold y'all though. Did y'all see? I had to check out who this guy Derek Jacks was because
I thought it was Derek Johnson. I've been typing in the wrong thing for like 10 minutes.
I know. So let's talk about dream jobs. Dream jobs.
Let's talk about it.
What is a dream? What was your dream job? And what was the type of money you think to make a week doing it is suitable?
What is my dream job?
Nah, when you was younger, what was your dream job? How much money you making a week? It don't matter if you got
I feel like when you're little and you think about your dream job, you're not thinking about how much you make in a week. Mm-hmm. You're just thinking about what you like to do. Mm-hmm. It's not until you get older when you start realizing, being a teacher don't pay shit. Being this don't pay nothing. It's crazy because I was teaching life skills one time and this kid told me that he wants to be a professional Uber driver. Never have I heard no shit like that before.
I like that though. That's goals. And I hate that statement, being a teacher doesn't pay shit, right? Because no one tells a teacher to stop to be a public school teacher.
Right.
They have the ability to go to continue school and be a professor. They have the ability to go and be a doctor and teach other stuff. So you can be a teacher and make a lot of money. They chose to stop at the level of which the money they make.
Chose. But I'm just saying, like when you're little in kindergarten, somebody asks you what you want to be, you might say an astronaut. But then by the time you finish high school and realize you gotta take fucking rocket science, you're like, fuck this astronaut shit. Like I don't give a fuck what's happening in space. You know what I'm saying? Like
wait till you realize that I'm really in space.
But I know we talking about the Glorilla situation, right? And some people, they need to just look at it differently because sometimes a job might just be an opportunity to lead you to somewhere else.
I thought about taking that damn job. I was like, shit.
It's $550 a week good money from one of the hottest rappers in the game right now.
Yes.
It's not about the money. It's about the people's elbows you're going to be rubbing into as being an assistant. Next, when she leave Glorilla, she can hit up anybody and be like, yeah, I was Glorilla personal assistant. If you need, here's my card, whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. And they'll be more inclined to give her an opportunity, probably because they came across her.
Wiz Khalifa and Ty Dolla $ign and Waka Flocka they were hiring somebody just to roll their weed. They were like, yeah,
I thought you was about to say they started off as assistants. Do y'all think that where's the mountaintop for an assistant?
To assist, what do you mean? That's the mountaintop for an assistant. If you assist at your best capabilities, then you've done your fucking job.
So $550 a week.
No, what you're not realizing is that $550 a week is opening up more doors and opportunities than somebody working a 9 to 5 at McDonald's getting $550 a week.
Not even that. Not even it covers your travel to places you've probably never even been. Imagine if Glorilla go on world tour right now and you're her assistant. You know what I'm saying? That $550 a week, shit. All I gotta pay for is my food.
Glorilla is not in control of any of her shit. If you really think about it, you know what I'm saying. There's a record label. There are people who are telling her when to do performances, when to do this and that. So if you are her assistant, you have access to that information. You therefore know, you have to look at it as an opportunity. And if you're not looking at it as an opportunity and you're looking at it as a job, that's what it's going to be to you, and a job. And you're going to be trying to do your best at that job. You're going to be like, oh yeah, today I'm starting off on fries. Next week I'm going to be manager. If you're thinking about it as a job, but if you're looking at it as an opportunity, opportunities open up more opportunities.
Hey, let me tell y'all.
An opportunity can do.
Let me tell y'all. I 1000% agree with both of y'all. If I was a young aspiring assistant looking to get in the game and be someone's assistant, if I was someone's assistant right now, making less than that or making that, I would have quit and applied for that job. If I was the assistant type, I would have applied for that job. You know what I'm saying? Because $550 a week after I did the math is $1,100 every 2 weeks, $2,200 every month. To somebody who's kind of living on someone else's beck and call, $2,200 a month is enough to get you a nice little move, and you're going to be living with them anyway. You can pretty much stack it up and do that job for as long as you want to. Hopefully you don't get stuck being that person's assistant, but possibly they make more money and you make more money if you're aspiring to be an assistant. And of course, at the end of the day, you get a pretty good book deal. Now, I'm not going to lie, it is about getting your foot in the door. But being Glorilla's assistant is kind of past the foot in the door. That's like a good job right there. Being any artist's personal assistant is pretty good. Like we said, you can go on and take that on your resume, especially if you do a good job, and go on to be the next person's personal assistant, and so on and so on. Yep. I've seen some personal assistants actually finish when their assignment is over, take their careers to the next level for all the money they made.
I mean, if you look at Diddy started off as an assistant.
Yeah.
Before all that, he was an assistant. Then
remember, like I said, Farnsworth Bentley. Remember him?
Assistant.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying, you have to look at it as an opportunity. If you look at it as, oh, this is just a job I'm going to do, then that's what it's going to be for you. But the right person is going to look at that as an opportunity, and they're going to be able to build from it and grow.
All right, y'all. We all in agreement that Glorilla did a good thing. Now I gotta talk to y'all about this. This story has been burning in my phone, in my eyes, and I have been following it like crazy. Right?
With Shaquella?
Nah. I'm not paying attention to that. I'm letting the FBI do their job. But let's talk about the empire of rap snacks. The empire of rap snacks. The face. I remember buying rap snacks and buying Lil Romeo's bag because that was all they had. I mean, I never really listened to a Lil Romeo album, so I don't know if there is money to be had from there. But I do know I started buying those chips because of Lil Romeo. But Lil Romeo came out this week on social media and seemed to be targeting his dad, Master P.
And Charleston gave it to him. But
go ahead. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was shocked when this stuff started coming out because I watched growing up hip hop. Mm-hmm. I mean, I watch it and they look like they got themselves together, a nice little bunch, a nice knit group. They stick together, put God first, business second. Hey, but when Little Romeo came out and was saying his dad's kind of been stealing from him, he hasn't seen 1 cent, and not to mention that his dad is fake for social media. Woo!
Okay.
Then he went a step further and said they are broke, living check to check. Woo! Not Master P. Say it isn't so.
I believe it. Because all he do is try to help his own.
You know what? You just touched something there, and I know you need to like shimmy to the left because a shot was just taken, and it's coming your way. Woo! Pew, duck it. Yeah, I tell you, that was crazy because you're 100% right. That's how it be. But Lil Romeo be going a little ham.
And he needs to shut the F up. First of all, we all love juicy gossip. Yes, that's cool. But you can't, I don't care what your anger is. Like, you're trying to, I don't know if he's mad at his dad about something, but you're trying to tear down a legend that's a legend for a reason. We don't give a shit if he's broke. Okay, the fact that he put all his money into people that look like him, it's okay if he's broke behind that. It's one thing if he was over there jumping the other line with everybody else, you know what I'm saying, and then he was broke. But I don't know. I feel like people nowadays are disrespectful. I'm one of those people that like to put other people on blast. So I kind of get it when you're mad at somebody and they're showing off and you kind of like, your life ain't really like that. And you want to put them on blast.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, from my personal experience, you don't look good making your parent look bad.
Nah. It took me a way to find out they couldn't afford ICDC college. Like, and I thought that being the spokesperson, he definitely had that in the bag, but maybe that's why he had to do that commercial. But to find out he couldn't even afford college. Now, ICDC college is not like this big school, but we do remember that that's where he said that he went. So to know that he couldn't afford that, how broke is Master P?
No, how inefficient is Romeo? Because why didn't you have any type of scholarship?
I mean, why didn't you have any type of money from your own rap career? Or any type of money from any type of career that you had? He had his own stuff going, but I guess, like he said, his dad was taking all the money.
I thought he had the hookup.
Now, his dad got the hookup, huh? Not Lil Romeo.
Well, didn't he have the hookup too? You know what I'm saying? Like, didn't somebody have the fucking hookup? Like, what baffles me is that you could be this deep into the industry or the game and you haven't invested anything in savings or stocks or credit for your child. I feel like if you had a kid,
he's not a fucking kid.
No, you had a kid. He was a kid at one point. If you had a kid, you need to be able to invest financially so by the time they're 18, they have something. Or they've learned financially how to be financially stable.
Masterpiece set Romeo up for success. We don't see none of his other kids that he set up as well as he set up Little Romeo. And for you to bite the hand that fucking feeds you, little boy,
that's what I'm saying. Like
that's the part that kills
Little
me.
Romeo should be getting his own money. He's over 18. He should be having his own money.
Now
he should be able to make his own money. He should be able to. He should have been able to make his own money off his image alone.
And help his dad
until you're 18. After that, it's not their fucking business. Whether you eat, whether you starve, whether you got a place to live, it's not their fucking business. He did what he did for 18 years. Romeo's in fucking movies. He's in Jumping the Broom. He's in movies. He should be having some type of money coming in.
I'm super offended by Little Romeo's comments because of the fact that he's like, we were broke. We're living check to check. Right? I'm like, bro, what are you saying to the people right now? Everybody's living check to check. Not everyone's pulling up in the Benz and mansions and all that good stuff. Not everyone was able to grow up and be afforded the lifestyle that you were afforded. to be talking about we couldn't afford college and all this other stuff. Like, you're trying to make yourself regular, I want to say. You want to appear normal. You like? Do you want people to boo-hoo? Our dads didn't need to sell records.
Nobody feels sorry for him. The comments was like, okay, we would have, like, a lot of people was like, oh, so bad. I would have traded that for my life any day. Like, a lot of the comments was just having me cracking up because it's like, you privileged little boy. And you know what pissed me off more about it is that he's the only child that Master P really pushed like that.
Mm-hmm.
What pisses me off about it, the reason why this all is coming out is because Master P made a post pretty much remembering Twitch who killed himself, the DJ from Ellen, right?
Yeah, the dance. He was a dancer.
And Little Romeo felt the way. He said, you didn't even pay attention to me when I was going through my suicide and depression. But you make a post about someone you didn't even know.
Mm-hmm. And then he talked about his sister who recently passed and how his dad avoided it and stuff like that. And I think Romeo needs to go to therapy. He's probably popping perks right now because his behavior is erratic. If
you ain't just put him on drugs, like you ain't just place him on drugs.
If he had this issue all this time, he had plenty of time to get that off of his chest. Like he said, his father only wants to talk on social media. But as I tell anybody, it's your approach, especially with the elders, with the old school mentality. If you want to come to talk about something, you need to come correct about it. Yep. So I just feel like, I mean, everybody's on Master P's side, honestly, because at the end of the day, you're still, even though you're voicing your opinion, you're doing it the wrong way. You don't put your family business on blast to get a point across to your dad. Like, you just look childish, you look privileged, like a spoiled brat, and you lost everybody that you was trying to get the message across to.
Yeah, because like at the end of the day, the same way we're gonna look at the same way we look at Master P is the same way we're gonna look at Nick Cannon. This dude is a black man working his tail off for his kids to have what a lot of other kids don't have. Mm-hmm. And that's what he did. Even if he didn't give you a dime, he gave you a blueprint, a name, and a legacy to make whatever you want off of it. I remember when he named you and made you the president of No Limit. So, again, a lot of these kids that we see now that are rich kids or grew up in the industry want to live off their parents' name and try to push off of that agenda. And then you see the few that actually do their own thing and make their own lane. But this is looking like a case of a spoiled kid who is getting older, using God and finding religion as his base is so distasteful. That doesn't have anything to do with why you out there being disrespectful to your father. Yeah, because, like, if you are finding God, honor thy father and thy mother. Mm-hmm. So go talk to that man. And I believe Master P when he said you could have came by the house and hollered at him. I believe it 100% that you could have came by that house and hollered at him. But I guarantee you that you probably already did, and he's already told you, I don't want to talk about this, man. Look how you grew up. Go talk to one of your friends and ask them about their house they grew up in. And not one of your friends that you met in Malibu that I introduced you to. Go talk to the friends back over in New Orleans. The ones that you don't really see like that no more. And remember, don't wear your jewelry. Mm-hmm. So come on now. We gotta chill with this, Lil Romeo. Yeah. When I saw it, I was like, ooh, Lil Romeo, you just don't know.
Something's definitely in the water because not only is Romeo going off, but Bow Wow. Did you guys hear about that? The brat had to check Bow Wow and put him
I saw Bow Wow disrespect JD, and I was like, I know JD ain't his daddy, but come on, that's again. You disrespecting your daddy?
They speaking out. They feel some type of way.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Bow Wow, I wanted to get into Bow Wow's inbox and tag him and say, Bow Wow, you don't know what the hell went on behind closed doors to get you where the hell you had to get. Mm-hmm. Well, pardon me, Bow Wow. I didn't know that you was privy to upper management conversations. You know damn well you wasn't invited to those type of dinners. You know you wasn't invited to those dinners. You just a kid. But somehow Bow Wow took it upon himself to try to throw his man under the bus, and probably don't know what he's talking about.
Yeah, the brat dug into his ass and just basically told him, keep talking, I got receipts. You know what I'm saying? I was surprised because I'm like, the brat be chilling. You know what I'm saying? She be in the corner chilling, but I don't know what's going on with these maybe they're feeling like they're old stuff that they probably didn't get as a kid. I don't know.
I know too much as a damn kid, and that's the problem. They got too much attention, too much shit as a kid, and now that they're adults and they're not getting that attention, they acting a fucking fool. That's what I think it is. They got too much attention. They were over exasperated on attention as a child, and now they're not getting the attention that they got in the early 2000s. They feeling some type of way. Now that they're adults and they have to live lives responsibly and make their own money and not have shit handed to them, they want to show their ass. That's what I feel like it is. They had freaking everything. Lil Bow Wow was what, 10 years old? He was in middle school or something when he was doing songs.
Nah, but I'm gonna tell y'all, Lil Bow Wow, Lil Romeo, y'all got us. Y'all tricked us. Because we would not be talking about them if they dropped the record. I mean,
no, matter of fact, we can't because Lil Bow Wow dropped a mixtape with Soulja Boy and nobody talked about it.
I talked about it. I talked about it. That joint was fine.
It was fucked up because that joint was good, but nobody talked about it.
But yeah, you know, like we didn't talk about it on the show. We didn't go ham about it.
Is he making music anymore? Is he shooting movies anymore? What is he doing?
Yeah. Well, let's talk about what are they doing? What are they doing? That's a perfect way to word it going into the next segment. We're in a time now where everyone is doing something and the word scammers are starting to pop up a lot.
Oh. The scammers is going crazy.
Listen, I am receiving emails about playing my music on the radio. Now, of course, when I got it, I didn't care nothing about it. Then there were several other artists telling me that they were receiving the same message. And then this week, my good friend J Money started receiving these messages as well.
No, I've been getting them for weeks. I just started responding to them this week.
And
it's just so funny because these scammers, I think they all took the same scamming webinar or like scanning class 101 and all watch the same shit because they all send the same message.
Yep. Now, how do we spot a scammer? How do we know that it's a certified scam? I mean, we see the blue check.
Bullshit. So I'm gonna tell you, it's very simple. They
have millions of followers, though.
It's simple. If they say anything to you, you say, "Oh, let me get a contract." If they DM you this contract, say, "Can you please email me the contract?" If the email comes from a Gmail or AOL or MSN or Yahoo, they're full of shit because no organization, if it's coming from Sony, it's going to say Sony.com. If it's coming from Universal Music Group, it's going to say Universal.com. It's not going to say Gmail. It's not going to say at Yahoo.com.
That's not true because I have both, and I request music to the Gmail simply because that's what my assistants work. You know, that's like the general business email, and then I also have the .com. But I'm the only one managing the .com email because that's more personalized for billing for the business, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
I'm talking about, I understand that, but I'm talking about major labels, major radio stations, TV One, Radio One, FM stations, Hot 97, New York. You know what I'm saying? The stations and the main stations, they're not going to email you from a Gmail account.
And even
But then again, you got people like what's her name? I don't think her email is a Gmail, but you have people that work for the station that made like the assistants and stuff that may actually send it to them before they present it to the actual big people. So I don't know. I just always you say it's a scam.
Yep.
I'm gonna tell y'all like this. If a radio station wants your music, they're gonna play it. If your music is registered, you know your record is getting played.
Mm-hmm.
They want to bring you in for an interview, they'll call you in for an interview. Now, if you want to set up an interview, there may be fees with that. Mm-hmm. If you want to force marketing on the radio or push a record on the radio that's not like in this regular rotation and you want to push it for rotation, there may be fees for that, marketing fees for that. But at the end of the day, program directors are going to play what's hot. Mm-hmm. They're going to play what's hot, and internet radio stations are going to play what's charting and play what's competitive with syndicate radio stations. Now, if a guy hits you up and say, "Hey, I heard your music. It's fire." What? Okay. Are you playing it?
That's the first message.
Did you get it? Did you download it? It's available everywhere. Mm-hmm. You know, but numbers should matter. Usually they can't even give you a real number. Then if you ask them how many spins or how many plays, you hear that infamous number one spin. And it's like $25. It's like everyone says, "Oh, $25 for one spin. I'm gonna send it." That's cool.
And that doesn't even make sense if you understand the music business. Because if you are paying $25, you know that your song needs to play a certain amount of times for you to even make that back in your royalties or in your BDS syncs or in your playing. So it doesn't make sense to even
not on the internet radios. Now $25, right. You gotta have. Yeah, I mean you gonna make your money back if they playing it one time. Doubt it unless they got like a shitload of people listening. Mm-hmm. But then what odds is that? And I mean, like I know a lot of people say, "Is this $25?" Nah, like I'm not talking about the money that you spend. I'm talking about spotting people that are promoting something that they can't do or they're not going to do, or promoting something that's not helping you, and how to spot it and what you should be doing, how you should be approaching program directors at these stations, mm-hmm. making your pitches and putting your stuff together.
I had a scammer apologize to me.
Yeah, that was man.
Like he said, "I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry for trying to scam you, bro. I just really need some money." Like he apologized for trying to scam me because I was like, "Yeah, bro, you don't work at the station. I'm looking on the website right now. You're not even one of their affiliated DJs. Like, what are you just DJing out your mama's basement? Like,
right." I'm trying to tell you, oh my God.
He's probably an intern.
An intern? You know what?
A scammer.
You are a sunny side up person.
You gonna lead somebody to a scammer. Like they're scammers.
Now, is Christmas next Sunday? Or Sunday coming?
Christmas is this Sunday coming up.
Sunday coming. So
you don't see my gear?
I do. I see it. Happy holidays.
My shirt say "Let's get baked."
Let's get baked.
It's a gingerbread man.
Now let's talk about some good holiday season strands.
I ain't had none.
What are some strands that you guys want to come around for the holidays?
I'm sorry, the names are killing me.
Black Diamond.
Okay.
They gave me Oreo. I got some Oreos, some OG runts, And then the only thing that's been hitting to me right now has been the Holy Grail. And they like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's a
Holy Grail is one of my top favorite strands. I would like for that to come around on the holidays.
Yeah,
yes.
so I've been grabbing the Holy Grail, but outside of that, everything else, the names have just been killing me. I'm like, bro, y'all coming up with all these fancy names. And this other whatever, that OG runts or OG whatever runts.
Candy runts.
I don't want anything. I don't want anything with OG in it to come around for the holidays. Stay away. I like some Blue Dreams, some classics like Blue Dreams, some Sour Diesel. I like a good old gelato, maybe Gelato 33 to come around.
Trainwreck has been trash lately too. Trainwreck.
Yeah, that's one of those trains I don't want to come around for the holidays. They can keep anything like that away from me. I wouldn't mind some pink runts coming around. I wouldn't mind some pink runts, but I don't want any other rendition.
I had some peach cobbler. That was really, 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 really delicious.
Peach cobbler.
And it hit pretty hard. I also had some insane runts and some sherblato.
Ooh, you getting good names.
And I'm trying to think what else. I think that's all I got right now. I don't got no more peach cobbler, but that shit was good. That shit was so delicious. Oh, frosted biscotti.
Oh, biscotti. I would like for some biscotti to come around. And also, my favorite, and I think it should be everyone's favorite, and I'm going to actually make a push for this strand to be nominated as one of the best strands in the world, Bubba Kush.
Okay.
I haven't had none of that though.
I haven't had none since I was down south, but yeah.
It is one of those strands that every time you get it, every time I receive it, rather, it reminds me of mom's cooking. So yeah.
I don't know. That used to be. It was.
Y'all have a smoking game plan on Christmas morning? Will you guys be starting with an indica, sativa, or a light hybrid? Will you be starting strong? What will your plan on J consumptions be? Me personally, I plan on starting my day off with at least a 3J wake and bake.
A 3 what?
Yeah, I wanna try something new, and I want to use the gravity bong, like you know what I'm saying, like the joint that Wiz Khalifa got. So
okay.
I want to sort of see the price of that joint. You know, they try to charge $550. I say, damn, I thought this shit was like, you know what I'm saying, like 100 something.
Well, all you got to do to get that is do a week with Glorilla.
Exactly.
You better get that.
You see what I'm saying? 1 week will pay for my gravity bong.
One week with Glorilla. Like, let her know you got family emergency. You got to go after you get your first check, and you good. You get your gravity bong.
I went in the store with 200 thinking I was going to be able to get that joint. He was like, yeah, it's 500 and it's going to be 550 with tax. I said, I'm not even understanding what tax is, and that's too much.
Like so what you do is go buy to Delaware where there's no taxes.
Perfect sense.
It's worth it. It's worth it. Now, I will be starting off with a 3J. And then I'm going right into my Christmas music. J Money, will we be getting that Christmas record from you?
You know what? I was trying to I submitted it for a movie, and they emailed me back and they said that they're accepting it in the movie. So I was going to release it because I didn't realize that this movie is not coming out until next Christmas. Messed me up. I thought it was going to come out like next week. So I might as well release it, you know what I'm saying? So then people are already familiar with it by the time the movie comes out.
Can I ask what's the title of your Christmas song?
It Looks Like Christmas.
Oh, that sounds amazing.
Speaking of Christmas songs, Ari did a great job on Perfect Little Things. I think it's the name of it. Let me see.
Oh, she did a Christmas song?
Yeah, Ari Lennox got a Christmas song. I
think I heard it on the radio.
I was so happy when I heard, I don't know, my favorite things. I was sitting here cleaning up and I just heard her voice, and I mean, tears of joy started coming down my eyes. I don't know why. I was like, oh my gosh, girl, why are you so happy to hear her voice on this song? And it's because she's from here and she's winning and her voice is everything. And it just touched my heart. Like, I was like, oh my gosh, like, y'all got to hear it. Like, it's almost as good as Mariah Carey, kind of, sort of, like, almost, you know, that one joint that Mariah Carey got there. Everybody, yeah, Ari's doing her Ari Lennox is definitely. I don't want y'all to get it mistaken for Ari Kyle's sister. Ari Lennox is definitely doing her thing. Very, very proud of her. Very, very happy. Yeah, that's one for the home team. So
yeah. So I know when we come back, that will be our last show of the year, y'all.
Next Monday.
Yep. So y'all don't forget, we gotta get our countdown for the top our albums.
Oh yeah. And y'all don't forget also, I'm doing a listening party, end of the year listening party on Tuesday. So basically, you know, the music that you guys put out this year, I'll be going through. I'm gonna have a playlist. Actually, I'm not just gonna do random songs, but I did request that if there's specific songs that you want me to play, go ahead and send it to me. But I kind of just want to show, you know, everybody's work. I want to know, you know, are you guys satisfied with the quality of music that you put out this year? Are you guys satisfied with the music period that you put out this year? Are you satisfied with anything that you've added to your music career if you did this year? So that's a lot for you artists to reflect on. What are your goals for 2023? You know, what have you accomplished this year and you hope, you know, to elevate to next year within your music, be it your sound, the quality of the engineers, the producers that you're working with.
A lot of y'all need that.
Who's receiving your music? Are you still receiving the same numbers? Because that's something we don't talk about, like, is growth. You know, it's easy to get 10,000 listeners a month this year, but what are you doing next year? And what are you doing when you see that decrease or increase? Are you actively changing things, or are you keeping things the same? And whoever comes around, comes around. Whoever falls off, falls off. It's
that's a great show for next week right there.
It's definitely a lot for artists to really think
artists
about.
need to just think about developing themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like listening back and being like, all right, cool. How can I make this better for the next project? And I think that's a lot of times what people just need to do. I call it evaluating and reevaluating. That's the ER. Evaluate and reevaluate. Like even though you did something cool, you might be satisfied with that project, but what's going to make the next project better? You know what I'm saying? What's going to make it different? What's going to make it more unique? And I think a lot of times artists aren't just sitting down and developing their own craft. You know what I'm saying? Make sure that they're new and relevant and unique. And sometimes they stuck on the same thing. Because I heard somebody drop another CD and I was like, damn, bro, this ain't sound the same as the last one.
But that's not the problem to me. I like consistency when the album sounds like this. I mean, that's why.
Well. I'm going to interrupt you because I have to be brutally honest with you right now. So when initially, I played Truth Serum on Tuesday.
Yeah.
And when it came on, I honestly was just like I just was like, oh, okay, it's just, you know, it's just another regular old song. I heard the ending of it, Six. That last part of it where it was like something true. I don't know, I heard it earlier, but the end of the song where you kind of sang a little bit and it's like it sounded like the auto tune kind of like went down a little bit. You kind of like more of your voice sounded to me. I don't know, you were singing or something at the end of Truth Serum. You know what I'm talking about, that last part of it. Yeah. And I was just like, because the whole time I'm listening to it, I'm just like, okay, because I'm used to your music, so I'm like, all right. And you're pretty consistent. So when that part came on, like at the end, you watch, I was like, damn, Six. Like, because you really captivated me on that song. And I just wanted to like really tell you that. You know what I'm saying? Like I always tell everybody, oh yeah, your music cool, but that one particular song, the end of it, like it really was like, hold up. Why would he wait till the end of the fucking song to give us that. Like, it should have been a whole damn song. Like, it should have been in between. It should have been here and there. Like, but yeah. Consistency is cool, but it's also inconsistency can also like really just shake up your fans a little bit. Like, people like to hear diversity. You. Like, I'm already tired of Glorilla. Already, when a song come on, I'm like, oh God, here she go with the. I'm not trying to hear that today. Like, switch it up a little bit. Give us like we know it's you.
I believe in an artist being diverse, right? I feel like that's why people listen to Drake, because he's diverse. He doesn't sound the same on every single song, even though you're like, okay, shit, I know that's Drake, but he might switch it up and change the flow up, or change the style of the way he's singing up. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like Lil Wayne has done that. Nicki Minaj has done that. I feel like a lot of artists who I listen to have found those nicks where they could go into a song and still be themselves, but change up their style and change up their flow, and that will grasp you and be like, all right, damn, look, they still got something going. Because every time I be like, man, all right, Lil Wayne washed up. And he come out with a mixtape. I'm like, damn, this nigga still got it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's just the fact that he could still get on somebody else's song and turn it into his own. You know what I'm saying? Like, he could get on, DNA, and not use any of Kendrick's lyrics or any of Kendrick's verses for DNA, but turn it into his own song, what makes it still seem grasping and unique. So I believe that artists should be able to do that. Even in today's music, even if you are going on another artist's song, making it your own, putting your own uniqueness to it, getting clarifying in your voice. If you need to study words or read a book so you have better vocabulary, look up some words when you're in the studio. You know what I'm saying? Like, find new rhyming words. You know what I'm saying? Like, I believe that artists really do need to develop their craft and their skill. I believe in consistency, but I believe in growth.
Yeah.
It's not even growth though, J Money. It's also a little bit of like, it's just you know, like, just switching it. Like I said, switching it up. Like, I think like I said about Glorilla, FNF was cool, Tomorrow was cool, was cool, but now you got 3 other songs which you still rapping. And like, at this point now, when you come on, I'm just ready to change, because I know you about to rap the same, so I'm just ready to change the song. But no, SIXXCESS, definitely the end of Truth Serum like really, really caught me off guard. I'm really, really happy with that part of the song. I kind of wanted to tell you that face to face, like, damn, like, J Money, you got cussed out on Tuesday because we had the show Monday and you didn't send me the music Tuesday.
I saw that. J Money, that was so amazingly funny. Like, bro, why would you wait till the last minute, bro?
I cussed your ass out.
I felt like I was doing something. I don't remember.
But
don't be mad at me.
Y'all. So
look though, but you said if the song didn't go, you was gonna cuss his ass out.
I already knew the song though.
Cuss his ass out still.
It was nothing to cuss him out about, because I'm already
that song wasn't worth us. That song was not worth us.
Was that
the song was not. That song was not. Send it in last song worthy.
Get this money. Is that the song you sent
me?
He
should have sent the other one.
He should have sent the new one. I know that song, so that's why
he should have sent the new one. He should have sent the new one.
He should have. I at first I thought it was a new song, and then when it came on, I was like, I know this song. When I said it as I was doing it, I was like, I know this song. Like,
I was so offended. I was so offended by what he did by sending us an old song on the Indie Gressel last minute. I mean, like, I was sitting there and I was like, I know that we're not about to get this song. This already out. It's already out on all platforms. So, corny move, sir. That is a review. It is a review. You're supposed to send in new music, or music that has been released maybe the day of or the day before. That's the rule. And you violated it. And next time if he does that, we should cut it off. We should cut it right off.
I will. I definitely will.
Yep.
But no, it was definitely fun, you guys. Like I said, y'all not exempt from the chopping block either. And I just pull from where I want to pull from. So it is what it is.
I always love it because when you do the Indie Gressel on Tuesday, I always love it when I go to my DMs or my inbox goes off or my text messages, and the artists are telling me that one of the songs they heard on there was fire, or someone is telling me that it's fire. And I'm like, man, thank you.
Yes, thank you. Because I think that's one of the reasons. Like, even though sometimes I be like, man, I don't even feel like doing this shit today. But then I be like, you know what? Like, it's y'all that I really do it for, especially the people that send me music before I even ask for it. You know, you sending it to me. I'm going to listen to it. So why not wait and let other people hear it with me? You feel me? So, each one teach one, support each other. Another thing we not doing, let's say we not doing this in 2023, we ain't begging nobody for support, okay?
Nah, we not.
Even you support someone, you know what I'm saying? Like, because I see it a lot on social media, and I used to be one of those people that repost it, but then I thought about it. I was like, you know what? Everybody don't have the same interests, first of all. So you can't expect people to support you that's not interested in what you're interested in. That's just find people that's interested in what you're interested in and let those people support you.
That's it.
Because I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I've been stopped caring about support, right? But any of my friends or anyone that I know that don't support me but supports the indie music scene, they are up to me. Yeah, I'm not an op. Like if I see him, I'm gonna run down on them with the stick. But I just cut them off completely. You know, I don't give them any part of my life at all.
Opposers, they're opposites. They're oppositions.
But is it that they don't support you or they haven't came across you yet?
No, they don't. And I say this because
I have friends that say to me, bro, why didn't you tell me this was out, bro? Like that, right? And I'm like, what? If anybody's supposed to know, it's supposed to be you. I got friends now that when they speak to me, I don't even speak to them. Right? They'll hit me in my DM or they'll shoot me a text and they'll be like, yo, man, I see you did this. That was fire. And I'm like, what? They'll call me and be like, oh, I see you dropped that record. That's crazy, bro. And I'm like, why you ain't been know about that record? I don't be on social media that often. Now, I'm in a circle. So if any of my friends, I know if you on social media that often. I see what you like. Yeah, I know that everything when you like something,
it's public.
I can be scrolling down and I see your name under it. I'm one of those petty friends that you won't ever know why I stopped supporting you, but I'm watching your likes. I'm like, if you sitting there don't like it, if you like goddamn Boosie Badass shit and goddamn Future shit, and you don't like mine,
I have a friend like that, and you know what? I don't even get mad about it. I just be like, oh, we got different interests, but that's why we're in different places in life.
Look, I got a friend of mine. One of my friends. He says to me, he doesn't do social media. But every day he sends me a social media clip to my phone, like a text message of the link, right? And I'm like, bro, how did you got this Instagram if you don't have Instagram? Bro, how are you seeing this TikTok if you don't have TikTok? How are you seeing this Facebook?
There are ways you can see it. Because I know people who don't have Twitter and they see stuff on Twitter. I know people who don't have Instagram and they see stuff on Instagram. It's public.
Well, the reality of
my mom does, but
supports everything that I do, though. He supports everything physically that I do. Personally, he's there. I don't have to question that support. Support knows what it looks like and knows what it is. People know that what they do. So, I mean, people that work at McDonald's, right, or Wendy's, or Walmart, they don't greet people that walk in Target, Taco Bell, or Burger King. They ain't over there. So where you are is where you get greeted and where you get treated like everybody know your name. You ain't on walking into this store. And yes, I am a 24/7 store. I'm always doing business. Do I stop and chill and have fun with my friends that come to my job? Yeah, we chill, we smoke at my job though, because I'm working 24/7. You know what I'm saying? So if they're not at my place of business, they don't get that type of love because I'm damn sure not moving my store to theirs. I don't even go to events or clubs no more unless I'm headlining and I got my own choice of how many songs I do. And if I ain't doing at least 45 minutes, I'm not coming out.
That part. About to have me come all the way out there for 7 minutes.
One song. If I do one song, I'm getting paid a lot of money. Trust and believe me. If you see me performing one song, I'm getting paid a lot of money. Because I'm gonna still get paid when I get paid for 45 minutes. Best believe that. But God is good. I'm actually putting together an event, and I'm gonna have details about that once I confirm the schedules. I may break that news at the beginning of the year. All right, I'll let y'all know that for sure. Also, because it is the Christmas season, I'm not gonna do my Huffington Post today. But next week, after that, our last show of the year, I will be naming the top 5 spots where Huff is infamous. And yes, DMV, you guys are on my list. And of course, ATL, you are on my list. So, yeah. And there are some places that have been sent to me from some people that are my followers and friends that have told me about places that have had the Huff. And yes, next week I will be doing the grand finale Huffington Post of the year. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I am one of those artists that's not satisfied with the music I dropped this year. But next week we're gonna talk about how to get that up with all y'all. JMoney?
Yeah. It's a lot going on this week. There's going to be a toy drive happening in Georgia this Thursday.
A toy drive?
Yes, it's a toy drive. We're doing this prior to Christmas, trying to get all the toys out before Christmas. I just did a coat drive and food drive this Friday and Saturday that just passed. And then I'm really getting all ready for the next year because I got tour dates coming up that I'm definitely going to let y'all know about. I have tour dates set up from January 15th, 16th, and 17th. So I'll let y'all know the dates and locations for that. But yes, next year is going to be great. I'm already getting scheduled and booked up for next year. But this week is the last week. So make sure if you are in Georgia, make sure you come out to the toy drive, bring some toys out. Artists, if you want to perform, bringing in the toy will help you get that free performance slot. There are prizes, there are giveaways. There's always stuff going on. Make sure you tuned in. Oh, and if you haven't been watching on BET, I'm in this movie called The Available Wife. I don't have lines in it. I'm not going to try to fake y'all like I got a whole bunch of lines in it, but you will see me in the background. So
you said it's the available what?
The Available Wife.
Okay.
Yes, you will see me in the background. Somebody called me and was like, yeah, I just saw you in the background of this movie. They called me last week and told me. So if you ever watching BET, it's on BET and I think Tubi. But yeah, The Available Wife. I'm in the background of that movie, walking around doing my thing in the record label. But yeah, I can check that out too.
To be honest, I won't be watching BET, but I always watch your movies when you tell me about them. So I'm going to go definitely watch it on Tubi.
Why not BET?
I don't support BET.
Why not?
I don't support BET until they give it back to our people.
He's a white man.
Bring back BET Uncut.
That was good.
Jzabel, what you got coming up?
Nothing else this week, y'all. Make sure y'all get ready for Tuesday, the listening party. It should be epic. So pretty much all I'm doing is just going through music because I don't know how long it's going to be. Maybe an hour, y'all. Maybe 2 hours, depending on how I'm feeling. I'm going to make sure I grab me some popcorn for the show because I do get hungry midway. But if you guys have not done already, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button down at the bottom. Make sure you check out the website, of course, www.bossbizent.com. Also, go ahead and turn on that Live 365. I need to update Spotify and put our latest shows up on there. But you guys, make sure y'all stay tuned in with everything Boss Biz. We're on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. I think that's it.
And for all y'all,
YouTube.
yes, Spotify, Apple, and make sure you follow Boss Biz Radio on the ground. Keep sending me those DMs. I'm liking all the DMs of all the stories that I'm getting. Of course, some of them y'all sending me some controversial stories. I can't talk about some of this stuff that y'all send me now. I got rules. All right? Rules. I'm not trying to be sued. So some of that stuff, I won't even be talking about it. But keep on sending me the stories and keep on flooding my inbox and the Balls Biz radio inbox. I don't know how often Balls Biz checks those, but next year.
It definitely gets checked. And also, I want to throw out a disclaimer. My personal views are not the views of Boss Biz. I know I'm here. I know y'all know who I am behind the scenes, but you know, I'm still a radio host. So my personal views and opinions are not that of the business. I caught myself today actually commenting on something, and it was supposed to be just a brief comment. I was going to go on about my business, but the person had time today, okay? And I forgot that I was on the business page and not the personal page, and I got into a debacle going back and forth with them. And I just want to let people know that I do not support predatory behavior. I know you guys see me joke up here, and I am an avid supporter of R. Kelly. However, I don't think it's okay for men to prey on young girls. I don't feel like it's okay for them to get away with it. I understand why women do not want people supporting R. Kelly. However, well, I can't even put it out however after that. I do understand why women do not want anyone supporting R. Kelly. And you know, I agree with their opinions and their feelings about that. I just like to hold everyone accountable. Me personally, that's just where I'm always going to come from with it. And I don't like when women who push provocative music, sex in their music, every time you look at their Instagram, they're naked. Mm-hmm. And you're talking about protect the young girls, okay?
I mean, 100%.
That's just that's just where I come from with it. So one thing I've realized about this R. Kelly thing, and I'm only going to talk to the women right now. I see a lot of y'all talking, just simply talking, right? Ain't nobody doing nothing. Now, one of you have started a Surviving R. Kelly Foundation to teach young girls to be modest and not push sex to get what they want or use their body to navigate the industry. I have not seen that one Me Too Foundation teaching women how to navigate through the movie industry. All I see is protest and talk. So I will continue to play R. Kelly's music. And there's nothing nobody can do about it. Okay? People will continue to play his music. It is what it is. Okay? Any of the girls' parents that took them to that man's house after that documentary came out with him SA and that first girl needs to be held accountable. That's it, and that's all. Stop pointing the fingers at everybody when you're not even a part of the damn solution.
Yeah. I mean, like, to be honest, supporting someone's talent and someone's craft does not mean you're supporting what that person does or did or do. There's people that like O.J. Simpson because how he fucking ran on the field. That's it. Of course, there's people that hate him because of his accusations and what he's been charged with and all these things. But people love him because of what he did on the field.
Right.
I mean, at the end of the day, one thing about people, you can't take away accolades.
No.
You can't take away things that people have done. You can cancel them. You can be done with them. But legacies are not made in a day. There's not someone that really pulled out a knife out of a sword and became King Arthur in today's world, in real life, people. You have to understand that. He's not going to be a legend because he pulled a sword. They worked, made a name, and got their position. So
you know what I don't support, and it's also another R. Kelly documentary coming out. I don't support narratives that are put out by the media to get everybody all up in a hunch. Once I see stuff like that, I automatically just step back and put on my bifocals because I need to know, why is it that you got this in my face so much right now? What else is going on? What am I not seeing? And I felt like the documentary came out before the man even went to court, went to trial, or anything. However, in the other cases, everybody else went to jail first, and then their documentary came out. So it kind of questions, like, all right, well, what's really going on here? It's just crazy. And like you said,
I think that helped build the case.
Some people cannot separate the craft from the actual person. They feel like if you support his music, then you're supporting pedophilia and predatory behavior. But I will always stand on what I stand on. If the parents brought those kids to him, that's where the problem started. Period. I don't care what happened after that. That's how it started. Okay.
Yeah.
And it just is what I just get so irritated with some females, because it's like, you want everybody to go on this hate train, but people are really looking at accountability here and what's really going on. So I don't know.
Kelly still got millions and millions of listeners, so I don't want to hear what nobody talk about him.
I mean, and if the parents aren't responsible for him becoming who he is, then he's not responsible for becoming who he is, because didn't his parents, like, that's what I don't understand. Like, they act like, who is raising these pedophiles? Who's raising these predators?
Well, before we go, I will let y'all know, if y'all looking for a replacement R&B singer, Face Lover has some R&B music I can go and listen to. And there's some real good R&B up in there. Y'all go and listen to that, and that can definitely take that fix that you had. R. Kelly, I don't listen to R. Kelly. I don't think that you're a monster if you do listen to R. Kelly. However, if I know you listen to R. Kelly, you won't ever get the aux cord or the Bluetooth. All right? Not in my car and not in my party. You will never get the aux cord or the Bluetooth. And yeah,
people still play "Step in the Name of Love."
No, we can't. First of all, you know why I can't play "Step in the Name of Love" because I'm not 80 yet. And I can't play any other music.
Still hear it when I go out. I was at one.
I mean, old people playing that crap. Old people, man. Nobody want to hear that.
What club was I at?
My grandmother probably gonna play that at a wedding. But y'all know what? It is time for us to roll. I know at this time, people are definitely flicking the ashes off them roaches and throwing that roach in the ashtray and getting ready to roll up another one. Because I am. Then we out. Peace.
Bye, y'all. See y'all next week.
Peace.
I can't never get off of here.
You too.